What up, everybody? My name is Tywin Kellendike, and today what we're going to talk about, what will it take you to get in the best shape of your life? All right, so let's talk about, so a lot of people are striving, to get in shape. They're chasing that dream body that, that they may have seen on Instagram or somewhere around in some music video. But what does it actually take? There's a lot of bad information out there right now. So what is it going to take, like, you to get in the best shape of your life? So the first thing I would tell you, you're going to have to get very clear on what it is that you actually want. If it was easy being in shape, if it was easy being healthy, everybody would do it, but it's not. So it's going to start with you first, making a clear-cut decision. What exactly is it that you want? What kind of results do you want? Do you just want to be healthy and, stay off medications? Is it, do you want to lose weight? Do you want to drop 50 pounds? Do you want to drop 10 pounds? What do you want to do? Do you want to put on muscle? Do you want to tone? And get very, very specific as far as what it is that you're looking to do, because that's going to play such a big factor in you getting to the results that you're looking for. Number two thing you need to do, you need to understand that it's going to be a journey. It's going to be a process. I understand what you see on Instagram. I understand what the internet's telling you, but here's the deal. Here's the reality. Here's the facts. It's going to take you some time, and it's going to be a journey. All right. It's not going to be this one size fits all. You're going to have abs in 6 weeks. That's just not how it works. That's just not reality. So set yourself up understanding, like, look, this is going to be a process, but it's a process that you're ready for. And you're ready for it because you did step one, which was set clear and precise goals. Step two, which we're talking about now, you're understanding, like, okay, this is a long-term thing. This is a lifestyle change that I'm about to do, which then sets you up for step three, which is take action. And take action wherever it is that you're at. It doesn't matter. If you don't have workout shoes, that doesn't mean don't go to the gym. If you don't have a gym membership, that doesn't mean, oh, I have to wait till I get a gym membership to start doing what I need to do. No, start wherever you're at with whatever you have. Super important you do that, because if you're relying on, I'm going to do it tomorrow, here's what's going to happen. Tomorrow's never going to come. You're always going to find a better time. You're always going to find another excuse not to do what you need to do. So you might as well get started right now, because what that's going to do, it's going to catapult you into momentum. So what is momentum? Like a forward, once an object is in motion, it stays in motion. So first thing is, like, get your body moving, and you're going to generate momentum. And that momentum is what's going to get you going and keep you going. At first, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a struggle because you're doing something that you weren't used to doing. You're doing something that's putting your body in a position of getting uncomfortable, whether it's your actual workouts, whether it's the diet that you're going to have to put in place. The whole thing is different. It's shocking your body. So again, that first initial week, that first initial 2 weeks, it's going to be challenging, but that's okay because you're very clear on why you're doing what you're doing. Next thing you need to do, make sure mentally you're in a good space, but also make sure the people around you mentally know what you're doing. Make sure they understand the journey that you're about to get on. Make sure they understand, hey, look, mommy's going to be spending a little bit of extra time at the gym. Hey, look, let's clean up some of the stuff we're eating. Let's add a little bit more greens to the family meal. So that way everybody understands, okay, here's the game plan, and they can help you execute that. Don't just think because you made the decision, your family's on board. They're not. This is your decision that you made. These are your actions that you're going to have to take. And maybe your family supports you. Maybe they don't support you. Either way, that's not what matters. Just what matters is that they understand, like, look, this is what mommy's doing. Hey, look, this is what big brother's doing. So whatever your family aspect looks like, whatever your home aspect looks like, you need to make sure everyone at home understands what you're doing. That way they can support you, and however that looks. And sometimes support from family and friends just comes in the form of not saying anything at all. Sometimes that's the best support you can. You're not getting the negativity. You're not having them talk trash about what you're doing. You're not having them downplay what you're doing. They're simply just keeping those thoughts to themselves. And that may be what keeps you going. Next thing you need to do, you need to get around other like-minded people. You need to get around other people who are on their journey, because they're going to understand what you're going through. They're going to understand your struggles. And instead of just letting you quit, they're going to push you to be better. Instead of them just letting you fold and give up on yourself, they're going to be a reminder of why you started. They're going to be a reminder of all the goals that you told them that you were going to do. So that's going to motivate you and catapult you and move you in the right direction. The next thing you need to do is you got to take some sort of measurement so you can track your progress. You can't just go at something and not track something. Because if you don't track it, you don't know what's working and what's not working. So it's super important you're tracking things. However you want to do that. If you're a real analytical person and you like spreadsheets and all that, do that. Get an app. There's tons of amazing apps where you can count your calories. There's tons of amazing apps where you can, track your weight progress. Take pictures. Super important you're taking pictures so that way you visually can see the changes, because you're going to have tough days. You're going to have days where it's hard, where it's challenging. And if you have those pictures that you can look back on and remind yourself how far you came, the chances of you giving up on yourself is probably going to diminish. And it's going to diminish because you're seeing real life, wow, this is working. This is how I used to work. Take measurements. All right, pay attention to how your clothes are fitting. A lot of times people will lose inches and they may not be losing the weight on the scale, but they're losing inches. Their pants are fitting better. Their dresses are fitting better. These are all things to be aware of so you don't discourage yourself and stop on your journey. Here's the deal. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it's gonna be hard work. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna take some time. You're gonna have to focus. You're gonna have to be consistent. But as someone who's been in the fitness industry over 20 plus years, from someone who's been in the trenches, from someone who understands what it takes, it's worth it. It's worth it, but it's worth it when you finish the journey. It's worth it when you cross the line. It's worth it after you start seeing everything that you've put in, all your hard work, all your dedication, all your commitment, all your consistency start paying off. It's so worth it. Most people aren't going to understand what you're going to have to do. Most people aren't going to understand your journey. Most people aren't going to get it. And that's okay, because that's their reality. You got to change your reality. You got to raise your expectations, and you got to go after it and get it. I'm telling you this and I'm speaking to you this because I want you to get results, and I know you can get results, and I believe in you. Even though maybe I haven't physically seen you, I believe in you because I know you can do this. The question is, do you believe in yourself? And that's what it's gonna fall down to. Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe you can get those results? And if you don't right now, that's okay. Because a lot of us start off on that journey where we're unsure. We failed so many times. We started and stopped so many times. And we're just not sure if this is gonna be the time. So that's okay if that's how you start. Because along the way, as you start to develop that momentum that we were talking about earlier, that's going to give you the confidence to keep going. That's going to give you the confidence to push. That's going to give you the confidence to get uncomfortable when you need to get uncomfortable. These results are going to take you getting uncomfortable. They're going to take another form of you. That's what it's going to take to get what you want. If you really want these results, and something tells me if you're listening to this and you're still on here and you haven't tuned in to something else or click the skip ahead button, you want the results. You just got to make the decision to follow through. You got to make the decision to say, this is what I'm going to do and nothing's going to stop me. Just imagine if you had a nothing stop me mindset. How would your life change? Focus on the long term. Focus on getting healthy. If you just focus on getting healthy, everything else will take care of itself. Start with baby steps. It doesn't have to be nothing huge, but you do have to get started. And at the end of the day, it's on you. But if you were gonna bet on somebody, why wouldn't you bet on yourself?